Hey guys, it's JC Chandler back again. I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope you are creating something amazing. I am here for the Saturday 4 p.m. live. Today is a Q&A, so if you are here live, please type in the chat and where you're watching from, and say hello to everyone. If you're watching the replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you for clicking play. So today I have quite a few things in front of me, and I'm trying not to talk too loud because I've noticed that when I do go live, my microphone is pretty loud. So I'm going to try not to hurt your ears today. Um, hey there, I see you watching. Say hi and let me know where you're watching from. So what you see in front of me are some of the items that I'm working on for the holidays. Hold on, let me get some water. My throat is a little dry. I have many others that I've been working on, and I showed them in the previous video. But I wanted to make sure that if you guys had any questions about any of the items that I'm showing, I wanted to be here to answer them. And then I think I'm possibly going to be painting some areas here. So this one is a brand new mold. Let me show you. I have the molds next to me for the pieces that I have here. And I'm not sure yet how I'm going to paint these, but let me show you what I got here. Some of the molds that I showed you guys are kind of expensive, depending on what your budget is and what you want to do with them. So I have some alternatives that I'm going to show you too. Hey guys, I see you watching. Say hello and let me know where you're watching from. So a lot of these are from this mold, which I got from, hey Tiffany, how you doing? Can you let everybody know where you are watching from? Thank you. These are some works. They're in the works, and I don't know if you've seen a previous video, but I had some other ones out there too. So these are less expensive. They are available on Amazon. And hey, Texas in the house. Thanks for joining me. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm just kind of here for questions and answers, and I possibly will be painting one of these. Haven't decided just yet, but I wanted to show you where these were coming from. So these I got, like I said, from Amazon. The links are in the previous video, and when I finally finish this live, I will put those links, the same links, so that you guys will have access to. Let's see, I'm gonna put these right here. Try not to break these because they are fragile. And then these. So I'm loving these. These are made for resin, but I used the Eco Resin powder, the casting powder. This is what I used. And that will be in the links in a little bit after I finish the video. So this one, let me move some of this stuff here. This one is that one, I think. Nope, where is it? It's upside down. I think it's that one. So it's that one. And what you see here, I put resin in my mold initially to make this, and the back didn't cure that great. So when I put my Eco Resin powder, my casting powder, it left an indentation, which is fine because the plan is to cover this up and make that all one. And the same kind of thing happened with this one as well. And then this one had some kind of blemish, so I'm going to go ahead and cover that up. We'll glue that on with some Tight Bond. This is from a different mold that I showed the other day. This one is this mold right here. And then this one is that one. This is from this one. And this one is from that mold. Now, some of the little pieces are from different molds. So let me show you. This piece and this piece I got from this mold. Let's see, is it upside down? This is one that is not very inexpensive. So I did break both of these. The tips came off, but that's okay because it turns out that they are going to fit. Let me see, is this one the one? They're going to fit on here. I think I'm gonna do it this way. They're gonna fit on here and I'll be able to, now I forget which way I had it. I think I had it this way. And I'll be able to paint them, glue them, and make them one piece. So those two pieces came from this mold right here. This star, this star, this star, all the stars, or should I say snowflakes, came from here. And I was waiting for these. I could not wait. Now, if you notice, they have the little hole for the ribbon, and that's very fragile when you're using the clay. With resin, it should be fine, but I haven't done resin yet. I just got this in yesterday, I think. So I wound up doing the cast. I called it clay, but the cast. So this one has a couple of little bubbles, but that's all right because I'm going to put it on the back of this one. Now, if you notice, this one's lighter than this one. This one is the magic pour. Let me see if I have that. And that's this one. And it's a lot whiter than the casting powder. But the casting powder is a lot less expensive. So if you can see, there's a difference in color. And then this one takes a little bit more water to be thin. It's just, you got to play with it, but I love it. So what I plan on doing is putting that back there and decorating this side. Now the mold, which I'll show you in just a second, does have these indentions, and that's part of the charm of this mold, which I'm in love with. And that's this one. So you can see the indentions there. It's absolutely amazing. And what I love about this mold is that it has that line, that lip. Hey, Miss Dot, how are you? Can you tell everybody where you're watching from? Casting. I love it. Let me tell you something. My kitchen table is full of casts, casting molds. And now I got to paint them all. So that's the only issue is I'll be sitting here painting away. I just got 2 more in today too. Ridiculous, y'all. This sister is addicted to these molds, but Christmas is a little ways away, so I should have some time. All right, so this one, I plan on making an ornament, and I made this too thick. So can you see the ripples there? It was just a little too thick. At the end, I put some. So now what I'm thinking I want to do is put some felt or something on the back of this and put a ribbon. I'll show you the ribbons that I'm going to use. And then I'm going to paint it some kind of way and put that cardinal there. So this is made with the magic pour, and this is made with the casting powder. So I'm going to glue that on there. That's my idea for that. And I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with this. So we'll see about that. So this is from here, and this is from here. So I am playing around with mixing and matching my different molds. Now today I'm not going to show you. Richmond is in the house. It's always like that when you really discover something exciting. Yes. And I just have, you don't even want to know. I have so many that I want, but you know, the pocket is not going to allow me to do them all right now. I need to stop molding and start painting. All right. So that's a combination. And I don't have this mold here, but this one, just so you'll see, here's another one. It's a light bulb, and that is from the same mold. And I was playing around earlier. I was trying to wait for this live because I really didn't want to start getting into the creative zone before I got on here with you guys, because I want you to see some of the options, right? So you've already seen some in the previous video. If you haven't, I will link it after this video is done. I'll have a video of some of the options of what I have done. But this is foil leaf or metal leaf. I didn't paint this before I did it. I just put some triple thick on here so that it could get tacky and that it can stick. And this is what I used. Gilding flakes is what they're called. And that is a good combination of colors in there. So that's what I used on this one. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to gloss this over. And I think I'm going to do it with resin. I'm not sure. I believe I will, because I want to dome the back of it. So that's what I want to do with this. You saw the other video? I am in love. Which one was your favorite, Dot? So I think I'm going to dome this one. I might actually, and I have some gold paint that I'm going to put on the tip here. Actually, I might not do the gold. I think I'm going to do the copper on this. So there's so many options. There's so much going through my head right now, guys. So let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get this painted. I'm going to move this out the way. And here's some of the smaller snowflakes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Some of the smaller snowflakes. Don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. This one I overfilled. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of rounded out. So I overfilled those. But I did think about the fact that I can make these out of resin, and these are not heavy, but resin would be lighter, and then I can make them earrings for Christmas. So, and I was thinking of doing the same thing with these, but they might stick because of the leaves on here. But the smaller ones can be done in resin, and then we'll have some earrings. So what I've done, I have a lot of metallic paints. What color should I paint this? I don't know what the base is going to be. I think some of these I'm going to end up putting, making like a silver and gold type theme, and have about a set of 3, and then maybe have different colors, blue and silver, and have a set of 3, and then that way they can have a package. So that's one of the things that I was thinking of doing. So, but because this is going to be green and red, I'm not sure what color I want to do back here. I think I've already done a copper one. But let me see if I can start doing this one. Get a smaller. This is going to be weird because I'm doing it on camera. And I might need to put my head down real low. Ms. Dot, what you creating today? So let's see. I need to go and get the red. I thought I had some red paint over here. Oh, dropping stuff. Well, there's the green. Let's start with the green. So I have the green in here because it's easier to pinpoint where I want it. And I'm just shaking it up just a little bit. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. So let's see if I can do this. So I'm not going to worry about messing up on the paint because each layer I can cover up. So let's see if I can do this. Let's get the top done. See how that squeezes out? And that allows me to just dig it in. I've never really worked with this casting mold, casting powder, and then therefore these casts. So painting, oh my goodness, I was like, yo, this is taking a long time, but it's so worth it at the end. So worth it. Let me see. I'm going to finish painting this and then I'm going to see what you said, Dot. So I'm not worried about hitting the stem because I can go over that with brown. Let's see. You're working with clay this morning? Oh, you got stuff in the oven. So you're working with polymer clay. Definitely in the mood. I hear you. It's a little rainy today. It wasn't this morning. And it started raining really, really hard for a few minutes just before I came live. Oh, I overfilled. It looks like there's a space in there, a little spot in there that should be open, but maybe not. Okay. Well, I was afraid that I was going to have to delay my live because I thought it was going to start thundering, and I don't want to be on the computer when it's lightning outside. And then, not to mention, we tend to lose internet and power. Yeah. It's a good day. When it's rainy, it's a good day to be in the studio. And I'm going to tell you what, it took everything in me not to dig into the creativity zone before this live, y'all. I think I'm going to paint in that little space. I'm going to do that. And one of the things that I'm finding out, you know how it is when you watch a video on YouTube, they start showing you some of the same thing. That's why I'm hooked on these molds. I'm like, Lord, why am I seeing all this? So I've been watching all kinds of videos on how to use these molds. And some of them are ridiculously beautiful. I'm going to get some butterflies too. Because after Christmas, I'm still going to want to do this. I'm still going to want to use these molds or this medium because I'm loving it. And then what I'm going to also do, there's, see, I'm getting green on my berries, but I'll mess around. I'll get the red on there. I'm going to, what was I going to say? Once I get that butterfly, so I want to get more that's not Christmas themed now that I'm seeing them all, because I have some boxes that I want to decorate with some air dry clay, and I have some clear resin. I got the 2-part resin now, And I'm still a little scared of it. But the UV resin won't work with these molds because they're not clear. So I had to get the 2-part resin. And then they have the white resin. It's called casting resin. And it dries or cures in like 10 minutes. So it starts clear and then it cures white. Now that's amazing. And then for it to be just 10 minutes, that's the part that kept me from getting the 2-part resin, because it was 24 hours. And I didn't like that. All right, so this is going to be tricky. I might have to do the brown stem last. Let me go get the red paint and I'll be right back. So on my other berries, or I think I used this red. And I also use this, but I think this time I'm going to use the lighter red. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Rinse this off. Hey guys, I see you watching. Say hello and let me know where you're watching from. Thanks for joining. I'm glad you're here. Oh, before I forget, let me show you these other molds. Now these I think I got from Temu. Don't quote me, but I might have to search and see where I got them from. So here's these. These are individual ornaments. And I have a few of these I've already done, but they're still curing. Look at those designs. This one's plain. I'm not fond of the plain one, but there's a lot of potential here. Hey, watching from Wales. Thanks for watching, Miss Gina. Thank you for joining. So these are more affordable, and I'm sure I got them from Temu. I'm positive I got them from Temu probably last year. I went through all my molds. Once I started creating, I was like, oh my goodness, I know I got more molds on it. And I can't buy molds. I can't keep buying them. I know I've got a bunch because I was doing resin. So these are more affordable. So I guess if you take a picture of this, right? I'm going to hold it still real quick. Take a picture of it or a screenshot, and you should be able to go do a Google image search and find this. If it's available on Amazon, you should be able to find it. But this one too, look at that. These are the bells. I cannot wait to show you what those bells look like. Okay, so they have a hole right here. I don't know if you can tell what they're going to look like. So this one's right side up. This one's right side up. This one has almost like a melting candle on it. I'm going to go get them because I did them and they're still curing. These are so beautiful. So bear with me. I think I got these from Temu as well. Let me see. It doesn't say, but there's a number on here. It's 9116. And let me go and get the casts that I did. Be right back. Okay, so these are still curing, guys. And they're very, very fragile. So if I break one, I'm going to be very upset. So here, I broke the ribbon hole off of these because I'm finding that with the air dry clay, it's not that strong until you put something on it. So there's this, and it's nice and thick. So there's that one. Here's this one. So it's a little bit, these are more affordable than the ones that I've been showing you. And then there's that plain one. Okay, here is what I'm in love with. So here's the bells. Look at that. I cannot wait to paint this. And it's not fully cured, meaning it's still wet. You can still feel the coolness to it. So I'm not going to put anything on here. So there's one. I am sure I got this from Temu. I will have to see if there's an Amazon link. There was some air bubbles in there, if you can see that. But that's okay. I'm not worried about it. Look at that. That's going to be beautiful. And I was looking for some bells. I almost bought another mold until I found these. Aren't these pretty? I love these bells. Now, if I could just find myself a beautiful poinsettia, I have one, but it's small. It's about this size. I would love to have it around this size. So we'll see. I'm going to try not to buy too many more. Please stop me. It's getting ridiculous, y'all. And then here's a more simpler one. So look what I was going to do with this. Look at that. So I have been looking at all of these molds and I was like, oh, since it's so plain, I'll put it back here. Let that hole go over the edge, right? And then I can make that where I put the ribbon. And then I can decorate this with something. Maybe use that. I'm not sure. So many options. Or I can do this one, right? And put it on the back. Like I said, let that hole be where I get that ribbon in. And it's just a double-sided, it's not a one-sided ornament, right? I think I like the idea of doing that. I got to be careful because these, again, are so fragile right now. Now, these don't have holes, but let me show you the ribbon that I purchased so that I can use these. I got to move these out the way before I break them. Oh, I don't want to break them. I got these from Amazon, and I'll have a link below. But for the way that these are going to look, I just got some velvet rope ribbon. And I don't know how to make bows or ribbons or anything. So I'm going to have to learn. The castings are not heavy once they are fully cured. They feel like light ceramic, right? They actually feel like ceramic pieces that are not shiny. And, you know, it depends on the cast that you're using too. I think this one is lighter. I think this one is lighter than this one. So I'm not sure. To me, they're not heavy. I don't feel like they're heavy. So based on the color scheme that I have, that's a perfect match with all three colors, right? So, and then I have some reds, greens, silver, and gold. So, you know, I don't want to put the regular ornament hooks, but we'll see. We'll see. But I could weigh this, but I'm not gonna, it's in the kitchen. I could weigh this for you, but let me finish this. And then when I take these back, I can weigh it for you and tell you how much this one, using this one as a, because this one's a lot lighter than that one. And this one's thicker. So it's probably going to be the heaviest. And then this one, of course, if used as a ornament, is going to be heavier, right? So the thicker they are, they're going to have some weight. So that hopefully answers your question. But it really depends on, I guess, the size of it. Let me see. Like this one is not heavy. This one's not heavy. I would say these are about the same. And this one's thicker. So they weigh about the same. So I think it would just depend on which ornament. Because this one, I do feel like it's heavy. Heavier. So that means it's going to be even heavier with this. So we shall see. All right, let's see if I can get this to look in some kind of way. There is no way, and I hope you guys understand that I was not going to try and do all of these that you see in front of me during this video. Just simply because of dry time. So if we get this one ornament done while I'm here, I'll be happy. I would be very happy. I should have kept the other brush. This one's too long. Yeah, gotta focus. So, Ms. Dot, you do little pieces and houses and stuff, right? With intricate details that you have to paint. Isn't that what you do some of with your dolls? You're probably used to all this little painting details. And I am not. It's definitely new. But I am not against trying something new. And it's either going to work or it's not. If I get tired of all this painting, best believe a sister won't be doing it. That's just how it goes. Let's see. And then I can, once I get these red ones done. Uh-oh, I think I'm making a mess. So if I make a mess, I'm going to go back over the green. Oh my. These little bitty details. I didn't think about that when I got these molds. I just thought, ooh, pretty. You know, like, I'm just thinking, ooh, look how pretty that is. When you see the other people doing their work, I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. But like when I'm resining, this relaxes me. I don't know if you can tell my voice is a little low again. All right, one more berry. And then I'm going to let that dry. And then we're going to try and get the stem without making a hot mess. I didn't think this one through. But if I get this one done, then the other one should be easy. All right. So the berries are done. They might need another coat. Yeah, the miniatures is what I was talking about. You haven't done those in a while, Miss Dot? All right, let's see. I think that looks pretty darn good. We got to get that middle piece done. Let me see, what am I going to use? There's my brown metallic. 6 years. Oh my gosh. I don't know why. I must have been Facebook stalking you or something, because I know I saw some. I thought I saw some miniatures on your page. Let's see. So this is what this is going to look like. We still don't know what the back is going to be. What color should I do this back? Should I just do silver? Make the back, the whole ornament silver? I won't glue it until they're both painted. Well, until this is painted. I think I want to do this silver. Let's see. Let's try. Didn't take long. All right. Wish me luck. We're going to get this brown done. And hopefully, I don't make a hot mess. Let's see. What I like about this is I can pinpoint. Let's see. I don't know. May not need the brush, huh? I'll do the brush on the ends, on the edges. Get down in here. Oop, not too much. Loving it. Let me get some of the edges, and then I think I'll be done with this. Let's see. Thank you. When when we take our time, we can do just about anything, right? My thing, usually what makes me nervous is when I have never done something before. That's when my confidence level is very, very low. Because then I'm like, oh, I've never done that. I can't. Sometimes I'll say I can't. And that's the worst thing you can say, because sometimes if you think you can't, you can't. Until you try, you won't know. So a lot of this is all new to me. And I love trying new stuff, or at least getting to the point where I want to try new stuff. A good piece of it is having the right tools. If you don't have the right tools, of course you're going to mess up. So I had to get some thin, tiny, I've had these tiny brushes for a long time saying, you know what, I want to paint. So here's some side view. I think I did a good job. I don't want to do a whole lot on the back because I'm going to put some glue on that so it will sit on my ornament. This is very, very cute, guys. Put can't in your pocket and take it out. And take out try. Exactly. I love that. Put can't in your pocket and take out try. This is going to be beautiful. So what color should I do the background? Hey guys, I see you watching. Say hi and let us know where you're watching from. We got 4 people watching. I would love to hear from you. I'm trying to decide what color to do the back of this. And that's what I'm doing with that. This is going to be beautiful. Let's see, the stem. I want the stem to stay down here. And I know that these are going to be hanging off, and that's fine. That's the whole idea. I want to give it some dimension. So one time when I was creating jewelry, I was thinking, and just trust yourself. Yes, the right tools. Yes, ma'am. When I started out doing jewelry, you know, I wanted to evolve, you know, right? So there were some times when I was like, oh my God, this looks so one-dimensional. What can I do to make this better? And so you just have to try new things to see. But one thing doesn't have to go by itself. You can combine things. That's why you see people using multimedia. And some people using clay and resin or paint and clay. And so just because you start out with resin doesn't mean that you can't do other things or combine them. And so I had to learn that in my early creations. Miss Gina says a shiny or glittery white background. Okay, and I have that. So I have a pearl white, and I have, let me show you what I did with another one and tell me if you're thinking the same thing. So, Miss Gina, this is what I did with a couple of others. So I got a glitter background, and that's how I did that. I didn't do the back. And then this one is a pearl, which is this. So it's there. And then I did that. So it could be that it is a part of a set. See, I got the poinsettia, but it's not, that's the biggest size that I have. And I really would love a bigger one. So you're thinking the pearl. Okay. Let's do it. And then I have the silver, which I think would be a little off. So let's do the pearl. We're going to do the pearl. You know, I love the idea of glitter. And the only reason that I'm using this when I do use glitter is because I can't stand glitter and it lingers. I mean, it just lingers, gets into everything. This is just alcohol, and I'm cleaning up my silicone mat. Guys, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I'm all about my silicone mat. Look how easy it is to clean. And when resin gets on here, I just cure it and peel it off. That is what I do. All right, so we're going to shake up this. And so I got a little texture here, and that's why I'm covering this up. with that. Now this has some bubble issues. I'm going to need to do more than one coat. That's for sure, because this is a thin paint. And it could be because I have added some water, but I like to have it thin enough. Oh, this one's a lot thicker. All right. But I know I'm going to have more than one coat. That's for sure. And I should have did it with a sponge. There we go. Let me clean this out. That's not going to take too long to dry, but there's some pearl. See how the streaks are shining through? You can see through to that. So that's going to take a minute to dry, but I think I'm going to try something else too. I am not going to attempt this bird on camera, okay? That's going to be a different recording probably, because according to what I am remembering, and I'll have to look at a picture, this is dark and then they're all red, and I'm not going to try that on camera right now. Not. But what I can do is maybe one of these snowflakes while I wait for that to dry. So let's see. I can give the snowflake a silver. Which one do I want? Do we want the larger one? Let's do this one. And I'm going to, I have, even though it's not made for it, I have this one that I use to daub. And there's a couple of little holes in here. There's a couple that are not holes, which is because I overfilled, if you can see. But I'm not worried about that because it's going to be layered. So I'm going to do a snowflake, and I'm just going to get all this pearl in here. And I know it's going to probably come through on the other end, but that's okay. I'm just dabbing. Stippling is what I think they call it. So once I get this coated the way that I want, because again, I think I'm going to do more than one coat on this. I'm probably going to do the raised areas. Gold. That's what I think I'm going to do on here. What y'all think? All right, this is going to take longer to dry because we got stuff going all the way down deep. But I will finish this, at least the painting. And then I'm going to go, because I don't want to be on here too long, guys. I'm not going to paint the back, but that's gold. I mean, sorry, pearl. Can't really see it. I'm going to sit it over. Oh, I can see it over there. Now this is pretty dry. This is going to be too wide and spread, so I'm going to use this again. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this so I don't have any streaks. There we go. And I like the texture on the back. See that? That I like. Yeah. And that's going to have a nice pearl look to it. Oh, yes. That I like. That I like. Love it. Thank you, Miss Gina. Love it, love it, love it. That makes me want to do something else. I wonder what I can do. Nope, I'm going to go. I don't want to be here a whole over an hour. So you guys, when I have it finished, this is going to go right there. And I'll put some pictures out there. So when this dries, because I know I'm going to glue this, I'm going to have to scuff up the paint just a little bit under here, just so the glue can adhere to it. So that's what it's going to look like. And then what I more than likely will do is put some resin on here to give it a nice gloss. I like that. What do you guys think? I think I like it. I think I like it. The pearl was a good choice. And then this, now that it's drying a little bit, can you see? Can you see the pearl? Let me see if I can turn this light down just a little bit. Can y'all see that pearl? There we go. All right. And then that has the texture. I see some spots that need some attention, but that's okay. I'll do another layer if I have to. I want to say thank you guys to each and every one of you. If you are here with me live, thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Gina, Miss Dot, I really appreciate you guys. And if you're clicking the replay, I appreciate you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you could, please like, comment, and share. And I think there's something called hype that they're doing. I don't know how that works, and I don't think I've ever seen it. But YouTube has something called hype. You can click on, and it's like supposed to show your videos to other people that are interested in this type of content. So anything you can do to help promote the page would be greatly appreciated. With all that said, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys are creating something amazing, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. Have a great weekend.